My name is Andrew Seol, your master of ceremonies for tonight. Thank you. 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 26회 KACE Gala 참석해주셔서 대단히 감사합니다. 오늘 사회 맡은 서울광환입니다. 반갑습니다. We would like to start off the program by sharing a brief history of KACE. 프로그램 시작하기 위해서 우리가 그 KACE 그 역사의 동영상을 보여드리겠습니다.
Korean American Civic Empowerment, KACE, is a nonpartisan, not-for-profit organization established in New York in 1996 and in New Jersey in 2000, dedicated to empowering the Korean American community through civic education and community engagement at the local, state, and federal level. KACE believes that diversity is integral to improving our society and that we should contribute to America's diversity. The following is KACE's vision for the Korean American community. 1. Become respected American citizens. 2. Empower our communities. 3. Train the next generation of proud community leaders. The 80-80 campaign. Among our top priorities is to reach an 80% registration rate and 80% turnout rate of voters within our communities. Ever since its establishment, KACE has helped register over 52,000 voters to bring their voices and their votes to the polls. To ensure the voting rights of Korean American voters, KACE hosts voter registration drives and Get Out the Vote campaigns at various community events throughout the year and distributes publications containing important data and information to help make informed choices at the polls. 2022 Election Guides. KACE publishes election guides for each election to provide the community with carefully collected and organized information for the community to help the voters make educated decisions. Voter Data Analysis. Since 2009, KACE conducts an annual analysis of New York and New Jersey voter data in the Korean American community. In keeping up with the ever-changing demographics of the Korean American community, KACE has been collecting, analyzing, and sharing voter information to promote civic participation. KACE is the only organization in the Korean American community that collects, analyzes, and annually publishes this data. KACE Legal Task Force. Established in February of 2017, the KACE Legal Task Force has been working tirelessly on behalf of the Korean immigrant community by providing workshops, seminars, media presentations, publications, mobilizing Korean American churches, and also offering legal services to the community in collaboration with CUNY Law School. Collaboration and building coalitions. As a community leader in the Korean American community, we here at KACE understand that community action requires the community. Therefore, it is imperative to work together and build coalitions together with not just other Korean American community organizations, but branch out in solidarity with our neighbors. KACE has been a leading community organization working hard to bring together the many different organizations working diligently for the betterment of our society. We are proud to be part of the Hope Against Hate campaign, spearheaded by Asian American Federation, in solidarity with other Asian American community organizations. We are honored and moved to have so many distinguished community leaders and elected officials join us at the rally held on August of 2022 in support of AAPI education in our public school curriculums. We are touched by the intimate atmosphere of community members sitting down and watching together the documentary Chosen. We look forward to continuing to meet together in solidarity with one another. Town Hall Meetings. KACE hosts annual town hall meetings with elected officials in New York and New Jersey to address many issues in these challenging times and search together for resolutions. From New Jersey, Senator Gordon Johnson and Assemblywoman Ellen Park participated in this year's New Jersey Town Hall. From New York, Councilwoman Vicky Palladino, Councilwoman Sandra Ung, and Councilwoman Linda Lee participated in this year's New York Town Hall. We are grateful to all of the elected officials that helped educate the community on many things that were discussed while also taking the time to listen to the concerns of our community members. Thank you. The 2022 Grassroots Internship Program. Since its launch in 2004, over 300 high school students throughout New Jersey and New York have joined our annual high school internship program. Our program is open to high school students of all backgrounds that are interested in contributing to our community's civic empowerment in New York, New Jersey, and now in Illinois and Texas. The internship program has undergone several changes throughout the years, incorporating new elements and new modern-day resources as the program grows each year. Our program is specifically devoted to developing all the inherent skills of our interns as they go out and experience firsthand what it takes to help and support the community. Interns are trained to be leaders, learn to engage with other local community leaders, identify community issues, and brainstorm resolutions, receive advice on their career aspirations and professionalism, all while developing their own cultural and social identity as community leaders. Interns learn the importance of registering new voters, issues facing the Korean American community today, and the process of organizing and mobilizing the Korean American community. Under supervision, interns research and lead public campaigns to raise awareness of various important issues, including voter registration drives, researching for our election guides, and working collaboratively to create our internship journal and online presentations. Interns also have several opportunities to meet with elected officials and engage with members of the local, state, and federal legislature. Young leadership development. In line with our devotion to caring for the development of the next generation of community leaders, KACE has met with several student organization leaders throughout this year to discuss and give advice on how to reach aspirational and commendable goals. Notably, the KACE internship has collaborated with a student-led organization called Acknowledge Our History. Led by Iris Liu, a high school student, Acknowledge Our History is dedicated to urging members of the New York State Legislature to pass the AAPI education bills, utilizing grassroots campaigns such as petition drives, art competitions, collaborating with other organizations, and co-hosting together with KACE a seminar series of AAPI culture and history. KACE LDEF. Here at KACE, we are looking to grow and develop an exciting new project, the KACE Legal Defense and Education Fund. We are currently in the beginning stages of planning and gathering resources before moving on to the next phase of starting a small legal clinic for the Korean American community. Then comes the steady and controlled growth of expansion into what a fully functioning legal defense and education fund can do, which is to provide the Korean American community legal advocacy for social change, petition the courts for judicial review where the law is unfair or unjust to our communities, and educate our communities as to the policies that impact our individual rights as well as our livelihoods. In order to get there, we need the support of members from within our community to help fully fund full-time support staff, acquire and retain talent, as well as pay for administrative and legal expenses. With continued and dedicated support, we will be able to protect and guide us all toward an equitable and just future for everyone. Community Survey and Research Projects. The KACE Community Research Team is composed of eminent scholars in the United States, including Professor Yeonju Nam of the State University of New York, Professor Ki Sunmi Kim of the City University of New York, Dr. Chungse Jung of Binghamton University, and Dr. Eun-jung Lee of AARIN. In a situation where it is difficult to effectively respond to the COVID-19 pandemic and the rapid increase of hate crimes and bias incidents against Asians during this period, the KACE Community Research Team has been collecting, analyzing, and disclosing data that can help us understand the reality of the situation. As the only local institution that analyzes and discloses voter data to the community every year, KACE conducts research after being certified by the institutions. In recognition of these efforts, we received a research grant from the Sociological Initiatives Foundation, a research support organization specializing in social sciences. Community support is desperately needed so that these studies can be expanded to identify the immediate challenges of the Korean community and provide necessary responses.
Alright, we have a slight technical difficulty there, but that's most of the video. So hopefully to the guests here, the history of KACE and what we do each day was very inspirational. And for those who are not involved, we hope that you will get involved in the near future. Alright, so next part of the program, I'd like to share a little bit about our grassroots internship program. So as you saw from the video, we actually have many type of programs to support our Korean American community. And one of the programs is to develop our youth, which is our second and third generation. And I would like to invite Andrew John and also his internship friends up to the podium just to share his experience recently in 2022. Andrew?
I feel honored to be able to come up here and provide a speech on behalf of the KACE interns here with me. My name is Andrew Jung, and I'm a senior attending New Hyde Park Memorial High School. I was a part of the summer grassroots intern for KACE this past summer, and I am beyond grateful to have had this experience. I was able to meet such incredible people. They were able to teach me so much, ranging from Asian American history, to the process of voter registration, to politics, and even current political events happening around me in my own community today. However, the most significant lesson I learned was the ability to be able to leave my comfort zone and become more outgoing. Being able to meet strangers and go up to talk to them allowed me to create opportunities for myself and my own internees, and create opportunities for myself to develop a network of people that may provide possibilities in the future. I learned this lesson most when we held our voter registration drives every other week in Flushing. This required us to go up to people and ask if they had registered to vote. Although we would either get ignored, or they would completely reject us, or even if they have already registered to vote, which is also great, this did cause a sense of fear of just rejection and failure for the interns. This is including me, and this caused us to shy away from asking strangers about their voting status. But the more we were exposed to the feeling of rejection, the more we realized that we really cannot do anything about it. Later on, we just decided to learn to accept the fact that rejection will occur when we go up to people and ask about their voting status. But this helped us gain confidence in the future for future voter registration drives to keep persevering and not be discouraged by rejection. And ultimately, regardless of the answer that someone may have provided us, we realized that even if we were rejected most of the time, we did do this to raise awareness about our organization and the importance of people voting and making their voice heard, and voting for their local, state, and national political leaders. And I believe that's one of the best lessons I have learned from being with KACE. And being with KACE and being with one organization in general for multiple months on end also comes with a lot of memorable moments. I hold the memories I made with my fellow interns during my time in this internship very fondly. Between all the lunches that we shared, the articles that we wrote, and the projects that we created together, the interns inevitably, we shared a lot of memories with one another. One of the most memorable and my personal favorite memories of us is when we met up in the city to learn about the Asian American history through various forms of art such as statues and murals. And as far as the forms of art go, personally, this was a real learning experience for me as I just never had a real chance to see them in person or be able to recognize them for what they were worth. And being with KACE, they helped me get exposed to my own history. Furthermore, being out in the city with each other right after COVID, this was a real big step for KACE. As we know, COVID has heavily restricted the ability to be able to see one another in person, face to face. But nonetheless, we were able to move on, push forward from that, and really connect with one another. This is one of my personal favorite memories from KACE, as I feel like this is when the interns really start to develop a sense of camaraderie among ourselves, between our internship group leaders, and between fellow internees. To end my speech, once again, I want to thank everyone that was a part of KACE this year, especially our program director, coordinators, and leaders. This wouldn't have been possible without you, and to everyone, I wish you the best of luck moving forward in this year. Thank you so much.
안녕하세요. 이렇게 바쁘신데도 참여 많이 해주셔서 너무 감사를 드리고요. 환영하고 특별히 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 아까 영상에서 보셨던 것처럼 시민참여센터가 하는 일이 굉장히 중요하고 또 우리에게 꼭 필요한 일들을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 여러분들께서 앞으로 더욱더 많은 관심과 사랑 그리고 무엇보다도 후원을 적극적으로 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 시민참여센터가 앞으로 하는 모든 활동들에 대해서 기도해 주시고 또 많은 관심 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
Okay, good evening everyone. 안녕하세요. First, let me also acknowledge my future colleague, Grace Lee, is in the audience. Give her a warm round of applause. Now we have two Korean Americans in the New York State Legislature. But before I present the citations, I want to just thank KACE and everyone, Mr. Dong Chan-Kim, the board members, all the supporters for supporting this amazing organization. Back in 2002 is when I first came back and got involved with the Korean community. That's when I met Mr. Dong Chan-Kim, registering voters at a local public park. And he hasn't stopped. KACE has grown, engaged the next generation. Assembly and the state government, I'd like to present Ms. Hae-kyung Won for your contribution tonight. Thank you so much. And I don't know about this Andrew guy. I mean Andrew is just been everywhere, not only emceeing but leading these organizations. So, and he's my 형님, and I want to just thank you so much. I just want to re-emphasize why it's important to be engaged and engage the next generation. 지금 너무 중요할 때가 왔습니다. 우리 한인 코미디만 아니고 우리 이민자, 우리 스몰 비즈니스, 우리 어른들, 우리 뉴욕에서 너무 많은 지금 policy하고 리소스 정치 방향이 똑바로 안 하고 있었습니다. 이럴 때 더 많은 우리 코미디언 분들을 지켜주고 2세들하고 넥스트 제너레이션을 더 키워주고 이런 일을 한 조직들이 많이 없습니다. 근데 KACE가 그런 모임들을 필했는데 이렇게 후원을 해주고 뒤에서 스포트 해야지만은 이런 조직들이 더 커지고 더 잘할 수 있습니다. 한국말 괜찮구나. Ladies and gentlemen, I just can't emphasize how important it is to support groups like KACE moving forward because of the current level of disengagement, disinformation, the lack of empathy, the political climate. It's easy for the next generation to say, no, I don't want to get involved. this is not for me. I just want to just put my head down and just focus on my next big career move. But we need the next generation to have ownership of our communities, and they need a medium, they need a process to get there, and KACE has provided that. So thank you so much, KACE, and let's get to do some more work together. Appreciate it.
Thank you, President.
안녕하십니까. 뉴욕 총무과 정병환입니다. 시민참여센터 26주년 갈라 디너를 진심으로 축하드립니다. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you, Assemblyman Rom Kim, for your powerful message. Thank you, President Kim Dong-chan, board members, and all his staff members for organizing this wonderful gala dinner. I'm also very pleased to join everybody in celebrating 26 years of successful activities of Korean American civic empowerment.
KACE is organization I feel tonight is very important for our community. I really feel like support this organization. I actually live in Connecticut, but I'm gonna support him next year. Okay, and then this organization is why important. I never like important this kind of organization, but year by year I'm working with Korean government for Korean people, and this organization is very pleasing our second generation and our old generation. Most importantly, they work with the government and then this, our community.
넌 사는 나만큼 사는 중국이야. name is Charles Yoon. I am the president of the Korean American Association of Greater New York. I congratulate KACE, the board members, the gala co-chairs, and all the honorees tonight on gathering today to celebrate KACE's achievements. For the past 16 years, KACE has performed an indispensable function for the development of the Korean American community. It has advocated for greater civic participation by the Korean American community members, and in particular, its efforts have led to tens of thousands of new voter registrations. Also, KACE's internship program has also given birth to numerous next generation leaders of the Korean American community. Today, we have Korean Americans at all levels of government, at national, state, and at the local level. I urge KACE to continue its great work so that we would have greater representation at all levels of government, as well as government leaders and community leaders continue to look out for the best interests of the local Korean American communities, as well as the greater community at large. Again, congratulations on a wonderful and successful gala.
여러분 안녕하십니까? John Liu입니다. Hi, I'm New York State Senator John Liu, delighted to bring you greetings on this special occasion to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of KACE. Korean American Community Empowerment has for so many years, 26 years, been really undertaking efforts from voter registration drives to voter education, working on issues from parking to immigration to social justice, to really bring the Korean American community up to speed on all issues that pertain to our growing community. And as the Korean American community has continued to get bigger and stronger every step of the way, KACE has been there every step of the way as well. So congratulations on a tremendous year of accomplishments, even as we were emerging from COVID, the successful 80-80 campaign where we're looking to register more voters and turn them out actually on election days, to the internship programs, to the incredible rally we had with the Reverend Jesse Jackson in support of my legislation to require the teaching of Asian American Pacific Islander history in New York schools. I mean, KACE has been there in so many different ways, and not only is KACE a leader in the community, not just in the Korean community, but in the broader community, but KACE is also raising, educating, training, and motivating a new generation of leaders for our community. So I don't know, I can just keep talking on and on and on about everything that KACE has been doing. Korean American community empowerment is so successful. And I do also want to congratulate my old friend Don Chan for everything he and his team have done. Thank you. 축하합니다.
Hi everyone, this is Gordon Johnson, your senator from the 37th District, and I am honored to join you at today's gala. All of us in New Jersey are excited by the work and success of KACE. It is my pleasure, after 26 years of community empowerment, to congratulate you and recognize the role you play in our lives. As you host this annual gala event, we remember and celebrate your years of hard work. All of us value the powerful commitment that KACE brings to the service of others. But more importantly, we look forward with optimism for the success and achievement to come. Tonight, we reflect on your record of getting things done in our community. I'm especially thankful for the town hall meetings that KACE has hosted that bring those of us in public service face to face with our friends and neighbors. After all, we're all in this together, and I will continue to be your voice in Trenton. Thank you again for letting me join you, and I wish you continued success.
Hi, Hi, my name is Toby Stavisky, and I'm proud and privileged to serve as a member of the New York State Senate representing parts of Queens County. And I want to congratulate the Korean American Civic Empowerment Organization for 26 years of exemplary service to the people, really of the entire state of New York. I especially thank you for your theme for this gala, rising above and going beyond. It is so important to look to the future. We understand the past, but the future is ahead. I think it's going to be a good one. Let us hope that we come together next year, and when the economy has recovered, people have recovered from the pandemic, and we go on to bigger and better events. The highlight of really this past season was the rally you had for folks to rally against hate and bias, which was attended by the Reverend Jackson, and as well as my colleagues in government and in the social service areas, and the inclusion of teaching AAPI issues to our students, because we've got to improve the education of our young people so that we can adhere to your theme of rising above and going beyond. So again, I thank you very much for what you've done, and also what I anticipate you will do in the future. 감사합니다.
Hi everyone, this is New Jersey Assemblywoman Ellen Park. I would like to extend my best wishes to everyone gathered for the annual gala for the Korean American Civic Empowerment for Community. KACE embodies the spirit of all who have come together to educate Korean Americans about the power of the vote and what it means to our community. Over the past 26 years, KACE has strived to empower the Korean American community by promoting civic engagement. KACE educates constituents about voting procedures and the differences in local, state, and national government systems. They regularly host voter registration drives, provide election guides, and information about the candidates on the ballot. KACE has consistently advocated for voting rights, which in turn has increased constituent involvement. KACE often hosts town hall meetings, one of which I participated in this past summer. We discussed a variety of subjects, including transportation, education, environment, rising hate crimes, services, social services, senior services, healthcare, and immigration. One of my favorite parts of the New Jersey town hall meeting was the participation of so many young people who researched their issues and voiced their concerns. The volume of my voice is controlled by the Korean American voters in New Jersey. That volume grows and the power grows when Korean Americans become more involved in the community, in government, and in politics. Representation on all levels matter. We need more Korean American police officers, teachers, firefighters, EMS workers, and even elected officials. We must vote on every election. We must raise awareness and raise money for our causes. I want to thank and salute KACE and the president of KACE, Dong-chan Kim, for all the vital work that KACE has done throughout the years. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Hi, I'm Assemblyman Ed Braunstein. I represent the Queens neighborhoods of Whitestone, Bayside, Douglas and Little Neck, parts of Floral Park, and parts of Flushing. First, I'd like to congratulate KACE on its 26th annual gala. Throughout my time in office, I've seen firsthand the tremendous impact KACE has had on our community. First, KACE gives the Korean community political power through voter registration drives and issue-oriented forums and town halls, many of which I've attended. Second, KACE cultivates the next generation of leaders through its internship program, where they educate young people about the structure of government and the issues our community faces. Once again, I've had the privilege of meeting with those interns and talking about my experiences in government. Finally, KACE provides resources to newly arrived immigrants upon arrival to the United States. I want to thank everybody involved in supporting KACE who's here tonight. Your contributions and your volunteer work goes a long way to strengthening the voice of the Korean community, and I pledge to continue working alongside of you for years to come.
Good evening. I want to welcome everyone to the Korean American Civic Empowerment Annual Gala. My name is Sandra Ong, and I represent the 20th District in the City Council, which includes the neighborhood of Flushing and Murray Hill. My district also includes the Queen's office of KACE, so I see firsthand all the good work that this organization does for the Korean American community in Queens and across New York City. Originally founded 26 years ago as the Korean Americans Voters Council, KACE has been instrumental in empowering the Korean Americans to become active participants in our democracy, from hosting voter registration drives and get out the vote events to publishing election guides in Korean to ensure that voters are informed before they head to the polls. Today, KACE does so much more for the community. Since its launch in 2004, the grassroots internship has been given over 300 high school students their first experience with government, public policy, and civic activism. The KACE Legal Task Force is a group of dedicated attorneys who have helped and supported countless immigrants to navigate complicated legal issues. Recently, I took part in a town hall hosted by KACE, which gave myself and colleagues the opportunity to hear directly from the Korean American community and discuss the issues important to them. The work of KACE truly exemplifies this year's gala theme of rising above and going beyond. I wish I could be there to celebrate with all of you, but please accept my gratitude to the KACE board and staff for your hard work and dedication. My wishes for continuing success in the future, and I hope everybody has a great evening.
Hi, my name is Linda Lee, City Councilwoman for District 23 in Eastern Queens, and I just wanted to say congratulations to Dong-chan Kim and the board of KACE for their 26th anniversary and all the years of work that they've done in civic engagement in the Korean American community. I know that especially in our community, language access, culturally competent services is extremely important, and I know KACE has led the way for many, many years trying to get Korean Americans registered to vote, get them civically engaged, and most recently I was able to participate in a town hall that they hosted with myself, Councilmember Ong, and Councilmember Palladino, talking about issues that deeply impact the Korean community here in Eastern Queens. And so I just want to thank you so much, KACE, for all the work that you do in the community. I know that you work so hard, especially during the pandemic, the last couple of years, just keeping our community afloat and engaged, and just helping them to understand why elections and why voting is so important. So thank you so much for all of your work and all your support, and congratulations again.
Hello everyone, this is Assemblymember Ron Kim. I am so happy to congratulate KACE again on your tremendous year and all the work that you've put forward for the Korean American, Asian American, and all New Yorkers in our state. In particular, the voter registration drives are critically important at a time when our democracy is constantly being attacked. You're doing the frontline work that's critical to continue to keep our democracy healthy. In addition to voter data analysis, no one is addressing the data that we need in our community so we can feel empowered moving forward. and the internship program, the grassroots internship program that have created a pipeline of young activists and civic-minded leaders to step into public service, and the legal task force that have given voice to marginalized members of our community. And lastly, a recent rally with Reverend Jassy Jackson earlier this year in August was critically important at a time when Asians and Asian Americans are being attacked, being pitted against the Black community. It's important for us to understand our history and where we are and how we need to build solidarity with all marginalized communities as we address the root causes of hate and violence in our society. Thank you so much, KACE, for all your work.
후원하고 계십니다. 지금 큰 박수로 우리 한평선 선생님 맞으시기 바랍니다. 정대선 이사님. 땡큐. 자, 우리 모든 이사님들께서 우리 도너들한테 큰 인사드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joanne Yu, and I'm the Executive Director of the Asian American Federation, and I'm really grateful to KACE. Accept the award on behalf of my amazing staff, our board of directors, and all our member agencies. As the intro said, we are one of the strongest leadership organizations advocating for better policy, services, and funding that leads to justice and opportunity for 1.5 million Asian Americans. I always find it a bit humbling and honestly a bit weird and awkward to be giving these awards because this is the work that I love. And every morning I get up and I say, how lucky that I get to do a job that serves my community. And as a woman, as an immigrant, as a Korean American, I know what it means to be invisible and marginalized. So I want to share a couple stories with you. Story time, everybody gather around. Until recently, and even now, I often find myself the only Asian, and sometimes the only woman at some decision-making tables. I would speak and offer a solution, which is met with silence. And literally, 2 seconds later, a man would repeat the exact same thing I said. And the room would tell him, oh my gosh, you're so smart, you're so brilliant, what a great idea. And I sit there like, didn't I just say that 2 seconds ago? How come nobody's telling me I'm smart? How come nobody's listening to me? And I will tell you, that has happened to me once too many times. The other story I want to tell you is, I was invited to a meeting with President Obama's immigration and senior advisor. I worked late, and I realized that I only had dirty dresses. So I said, I'm gonna rush home, go to my 24-hour laundromat, and get something together so I can wear something to go to DC in the morning. I was sitting outside waiting for the dryer to finish and thinking about what I wanted to tell President Obama about the Asian American immigrant experience. A young white hipster followed me out and demanded that I come inside to find his girlfriend's dress. He said, that man inside doesn't speak English, he only speaks Spanish, so you need to get back in there and get my girlfriend's dress. And I know exactly why he said that. And I said, it was my full angry Korean Ashima voice. And I said, why the F would I need to do that? I don't work here with a racist. And so of course he was so shocked. And as he was walking down the street, so ashamed, I continued to shout so the entire neighborhood heard. I have so many personal stories like this, and if you were my staff, you get to hear them all the time. I wanted to tell you about these 2 particular stories and why that matters. As Ron said, as Assembly Member Kim said, we need young people in public service. We need people who look like me in leadership roles so that way it's not weird for decision makers to hear what we have to say, so that it's not weird for them to see an immigrant, a woman, Korean American, telling them what the policies are. Our community has faced so much in the past 2.5 years. We can talk about the pandemic, but I also want to acknowledge that since our arrival, not just Korean Americans, but Asian American arrival in this country, we are not recognized in the way that we should. That is why Asian American Federation, we do everything we can to make sure our voices are heard and we have a seat at the table. As a civic empowerment organization, like KACE, we're happy to hear that we ensure our community makes its strength known through the ballot box. The last primary election, Asian American Federation's KEBI Power Coalition contacted 2 million Asian voters in culturally competent ways in 8 different languages and distributed election materials that blanketed the city. What was our impact? We turned out, Asian Americans turned out 11 percentage points in those neighborhoods where we actually did outreach. So I know the importance of KACE's work. We have updated information, there's updated, now we have an election coming. Early voting starts tomorrow, please vote. So this is the kind of work that KACE does. This is the kind of work that the Federation does. This is the kind of work that we do together. This is the kind of work that happens with some of our member agencies that are here tonight, with the Lincoln Center, with KCS, with KFSC, and with the YWCA. And I want to tell you why that work is important, because during the pandemic, when so many of us had the privilege of staying home, they went to work every single day to make sure seniors had food on the table, domestic violence victims had some place to go. So it's an honor to receive this award, but really I receive it on their behalf and as their leader. I have a personal favor to ask. I am the commissioner on New York City's Racial Justice Commission. We have 3 ballot measures that are coming up in the local elections, starting Tuesday on the 8th. And those ballot measures represent a year and a half of my work. I saw the city Racial Justice Commission staff more than I saw my own staff, and it became a second job. Those ballot measures will help to create a fairer city for all immigrants, everybody in the city. So I urge you to consider looking at them, studying them, and when you go to vote in New York City, flip that ballot over. I can't tell you how to vote, but please study up. So again, 감사합니다. Thank you so much for this honor, and congratulations to KACE for all the great work you do. Thank you.
여러분 매일매일 사는 게 재밌나요? 모든 게 마음대로 되나요? 저만의 그런 연주 하루에 12번 다 미쳐버릴 것 같은 일들이 생기죠.
Round of applause, please. Thank you. Speech.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. And I am truly grateful for receiving this award. And thank you to the Korean American City Department Organization for considering me worthy of this award. I am truly humbled to be in the company of the people who are dedicated to serve this community. I am grateful to know that I can be a small part of it. I have to call out at this time to my daughter, Sasha, who has been my greatest supporter and helper. Without her help, my work wouldn't be possible. She's been my backbone. And also, I would like to dedicate this award to my mom, the woman who inspired me to be the person I am. She shaped me and encouraged me and made me realize that my profession can truly make a difference. I will continue working hard to assist those who need help, and I hope I make my mom proud. And this award means a lot. That I have been NYPD 25 years, and I'm a detective, works in a DA's office. 신사숙녀 여러분, 안녕하세요. 오늘 밤 이 자리에 저를 초대해 주셔서 정말 영광스럽고 감사합니다. 특히 이 상을 받을 자격이 있다고 생각해 주신 한인 시민참여센터 의원들께 진심으로 감사드립니다. 이 지역사회 봉사활동을 위해 헌신하시는 여러분들과 함께 있다는 게 정말 영광스럽습니다. 그리고 제가 그 사회 봉사활동의 작은 부분이 될 수 있어서 더욱 감사드립니다. 오늘 이 자리에 참석하신 저희 든든한 후원자이자 도우미인 제 딸 사샤에게 진심으로 감사드립니다. 그녀의 도움이 없었다면 제 활동은 불가능했을 겁니다. 그리고 또 이 상을 제 부모님께, 특히 제 어머니께 바치고 싶습니다. 제가 누구인지, 제가 지금까지 이렇게 서 있는 이 직업으로 진정으로 이 사회에, 특히 한인 사회에 어떤 변화를 가져올 수 있는지를 알려주셨습니다. 제 도움이 필요한 분들께 계속 도움이 되고 싶습니다. 그리고 계속 노력하겠습니다. 진심으로 감사드립니다. 좋은 밤 되세요.
tremendously. Before I ask them to come up to the podium, let me read a quick excerpt. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Huang successfully prepared and managed the bank's operation without interruption and successfully supported the bank's community during the pandemic, ensuring that deserving small business have access to credit programs. Please give a thunderous welcome to the President and CEO of KEBhana은행.
멋있는 갤라를 준비하신 우리 케이스 김봉산 회장님, 또 우리 김도현 이사장님께 또 그와 모든 보드 멤버들께 감사를 드립니다. This is truly my honor to accept this community leadership award. Thank you to the KACE leadership board of directors. First of all, I'd like to share this honor with my KEBhana은행 staffs. Just to confess that, really true honor for the tonight for this award is my staffs. Actually, during the pandemic, they worked really, really hard, day and night. And even the weekends, there's no holiday, they work to process those PPP loan for our communities. As you remember, there's a lot of obstacle at the beginning of the PPP origination. So as we are community banks, we're trying to do our best to distribute those opportunities to our small business owner in Korean American community. So really, they are my hero. They open our branches to serve our customer without close any day. We open 5 days a year. We never close our branch for the pandemic, during the pandemic situation. Thank you. Because I've been in the banking community for over 30 years. Before I joined to KEBhana은행 USA, most of my career worked for the American institutions. So in mid-30s, luckily, blessed by God, I entered the senior management position to make a decision for the bank operation. Since that, I got my own ambitions, which is grow our next leader from the Korean American community. So still in my responsibility in KEBhana은행 USA, I really devote my efforts and all the programs to raise our next banking leader who can really conquer the New York and USA. So I ask you to continue to support not only NYPD team. Yes, we need the community service worker. Yes, we need. But also we need next generation, next leader of the financial industry in US. So thank you again. Have a good night. God bless.
Bella 남해왕은 급병하야 무리약을 써도 백약이며 이때 왕궁의 실력 나타나 토끼 감히 제약을 알려주니 별주에게 명하기를 토끼를 얻어라 하니 이 말들은 별주고 말하기를
유네스코에 진입된 지 10주년이 됐다고 해요. 네, 자랑스러운 아리랑이죠. 네, 이 자랑스러운 아리랑 중에 오늘은 진도 쪽에 있는 진도 아리랑을 해노 선생님과 한번 불러보겠습니다. 네.
Through the forum mobilization and grassroots activism. Now we're always focusing on our next generation because to empower our community, to make our hope, we have to invest our next generation. That's why we're always focusing next generation, internship, next leaders. And tonight our gala is focusing on next generation. So if you want to dream for your future, you have to invest for our next generation. And 감사합니다. 시민참여센터는 언제나 미래를 위해서 투자해왔습니다. 시민참여센터의 모토는 Working for the Future of Our Community, 동포 사회의 미래를 내려가는 시민참여센터입니다. 어떤 분에게 감성적으로 불쌍한 분에게 도네이션 하는 것은 많은 분들이 합니다. 그러나 한 치 앞에 있는 우리의 미래를 위해서 준비하는 것에 대해서는 별로 그렇게 생각하지 않습니다. 시민참여센터는 딱 한 치 앞에 우리 커뮤니티의 미래를 생각하면서 26년을 달려왔습니다. 지금까지 달려온 것도 우리 커뮤니티의 적극적인 사랑과 지원으로 달려왔습니다. 앞으로 우리 커뮤니티 미래를 위해서 생각하신다면 저희에게 투자하십시오. 우리 리처드 2세 변호사입니다. 앞으로 장가도 가야 되고 해야 되는데
Hi everybody, my name is Richard and I'm the staff attorney here at KACE. I'm so glad to see everybody here. I hope everyone had a great time this evening, great food. I heard the sushi ran out, but oh my god, I had the steak. Did you have the steak? It was amazing, right? Oh man, compliments to the chef. Oh man, that was delicious. Anyway, thank you so much for everyone that's here tonight. Thank you for all the contributions and donations. Without your support, we can't do the things that we do, so thank you so much.
저희 갈라에 참석해주신 모든 분들께 감사드립니다. 앞으로도 저희 활동에 관심 갖고 항상 후원해 주시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
자기 커뮤니티를 위해서 열심히 일하는 사람이 있어야 됩니다. 우리가 숫자가 적어서 소수가 아니고 우리가 미국 사회에 영향력을 미칠 수 있는 단결력이 없기 때문에 우리가 소수인 것입니다. 3%도 안 되는 유대인들이 연방의회만 12% 진출해 있고 미국 사회에 그 어떤 인종들보다 가장 강력한 영향력을 미치기 때문에 그들 보고 마이너리티라고 하지 않습니다. 그런데 우리는 숫자가 적다고 낙담을 하는 경우가 아닌데 절대 우리의 숫자가 적은 것입니다. 우리 숫자가 적어도 연방 의원이 4명이나 있고 뉴욕시티에서도 2명의 시의원이 있고 뉴저지에도 동아시아 출신으로 유일하게 주 하원의원이 있고 그 다음에 올해가 지나면 뉴욕주에 2명의 주 하원의원이 생깁니다. 이것은 우리의 개별적으로 능력이 뛰어나지만 그러나 우리 커뮤니티 전체에 영향력을 가지고 미국 사회에서 동등한 대우를 받을 수 있는 단합된 목소리를 만들어내지 못하는 것은 바로 커뮤니티를 위해서 일하는 사람이 없기 때문입니다. 아주 소수로 있죠. 저는 지난 26년 동안 시민참여센터에서 활동을 해왔는데 이제는 새로운 세대들에게 이 일이 이어지기를 정말로 기대를 합니다. 그를 도와주십시오. 새로운 세대가 우리 커뮤니티와 하고 저희 시민참여센터뿐만 아니라 KACE, 민권, YWCA, 가정상담소 모든 기관들의 새로운 일꾼들이 우리 커뮤니티를 떠나지 않고 오랫동안 일을 해서 탁월한 능력이 생기고 더 많은 가버먼트 펀드를 가져와고 우리 커뮤니티를 더 풍부하게 만들 수 있게끔 여러분들이 관심을 가지시길 부탁드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
7 Alright 1
저도 이제 한국계 미국인으로서 미국에서 생활하면서 이 케이스 같은 단체에 이제 도움이 되도록 많이 활동하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
자, 오늘 이것으로서 저희 행사 모든 것을 끝내도록 하겠습니다.